Okay, so let's start. We'll start with the meditation first, yeah? So come to lie down first on the floor. Come to a nice comfortable position. And relax into the skin, switch off all the muscles. And just watching the breath, observing where's the breath today. And as you lie there, allow your body to balance with the earth. So observing the earth and allow the body to balance. So observing different parts of the body as they connect to the earth, allowing the earth and the body to balance. So they're not separate. Take a deep breath into the stomach, the rib cage, the chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air. Allow yourself to breathe into the left foot. One more sip of air into the left foot. One more sip of air into the left foot. Last sip of air into the left foot. Let it lift up. Reach out to infinity. And breathe out and bring infinity back to the center of you. And squeezing out the last drop of air. Squeeze, 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 and release. Watch that breath rush in through the nose, down the throat, the chest, the rib cage, and the stomach. One more sip of air. Breathe into the right leg. One more sip of air. Breathe into the right leg. One more sip of air. Breathe into the right leg. Last sip of air. Breathe into the right leg. Let it lift up, and breathe out. Release it back down. Allow your belly button to squeeze out the last drop of air. And release, let the breath rush back in. And one more sip of air into the right hand. One more sip of air into the right hand. One more sip of air into the right hand. Let it expand out to infinity. Lift and release as you breathe out. Squeeze out the last drop of air. And breathing into the stomach, ribcage, chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air into the left hand. One more sip of air into the left hand. One more sip of air into the left hand. And breathe out. Squeeze out the last drop of air. And breathe into the stomach, ribcage, chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air into the head. Experience the breath rising, rush high up the head and going to infinity. Into the head. Last sip of air, let the head lengthen out and lift up. And breathe out and release. Squeeze out the last drop of air. And just lie there. Balanced with the earth. And observe the breath within the body and observe the breath outside the body and allow the two breaths to balance. The key word is allow. Nothing for you to do, just allow. And visualize the sun in the center of your stomach, your fire, your power. And the feet and the hands and the head, different rays of sunlight going outwards. Balancing the heat of the sun. Breathe into the stomach, into the rib cage, into the chest, collarbones, and neck. and breathe out. And at the bottom of the breath, we will do quick exhalations, 16, and go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and relax. Let the breath rush into the body. And let the breath breathe out. And quick exhalations at the bottom of the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and release. The breath rush into the stomach, ribcage, chest, collarbones. And let the breath go back out. And at the bottom of the breath, 16 quick breaths out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and relax. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Just observing the body, earth balanced with the body, breath balanced in and out. Whole body balanced with the sun. Observe all the fluids in the body and allow those to balance with the sea, observing the density of the sea, the weight of the sea, the swirl of the sea, allowing all of that to balance with all the water and the fluids in the body. Now that the body is fully balanced, allow the feet to touch to infinity, or space, the hands to connect to space, and the head to connect to space. Allow yourself, your face to follow into a smile of gratitude for life, the gift of the body. And from the infinite body, smile and allow that smile to flow down to the neck. The neck is smiling, the whole face is smiling, the neck is smiling. The collarbones, shoulders, arms, forearms and hands are smiling. Chest is smiling. Ribcage smiling. Stomach smiling. Hips, groin, buttocks smiling. Thighs smiling. Knees smiling. Shins and calves smiling. Ankles smiling. Top of the feet smiling. Soles of the feet smiling. Just relax into the skin now. Switch off all the muscles, nice and balanced. Full of gratitude. And observing the breath. Let the skin be a giant hammer and just watching the breath. Very gently listening to the sounds outside the room with love, sensitivity, deep compassion, acceptance and understanding. Embrace fully and allow the sounds to move on. And listen to the sounds within the room with love, sensitivity, deep compassion, acceptance and understanding. Embrace fully and allow the sounds to move on. And finally, listen to the sounds within your own body with love, sensitivity, deep compassion, acceptance and understanding. Embrace fully and allow the sounds to move on. And just losing interest, relax into the skin, switch off all the muscles, allow your focus to go to the point between the eyes, and just watching the breath. thoughts or emotions arise, allow them to flow. Observe them, but just lose interest. Go back to the breath, recognizing the breath as the truth, the present and now. Everything else is just the past and the future. Not real, just a memory. Slowly letting go, allowing the breath to take over. And visualizing a beautiful white light of unconditional love coming in from infinity and surrounding you, making like a bubble around you, coming from far, far away from infinity. It's allowed to surround you, below you, above you, over your head and below your feet. You're suspended in that. And then going beyond that to nothingness. A bigger circle beyond that goes to nothingness. And very gently moving your fingers and your toes, and coming back into the body. Stay behind the breath. And from behind the breath and the soles of the feet, painting the legs to come together. From behind the breath and the soles of the feet, painting the legs to come together. Painting the ears, the legs come together. From the soles of the feet. Soles of the feet, breath and soles of the feet lead the motion as you bring your knees into the chest. And from behind the breath, connecting up the soles, cup, tailbone, spine, scalp, and fingertips, and breathing in to bring the knees into the chest, and breathing out to let them go. Gently pumping the knees into the chest from behind the breath. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 6, 7, 8. Let the breath be the hero. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 3, 4. Breathing out to drop both knees to the right side. Soles, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, cup, tailbone, spine, scalp, and fingertips connect. Breathe in to lift up. Soles, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, cup, tailbone, spine, scalp, fingertips connected to infinity. Drawing from infinity from the feet. Breathing out to drop to the left side. Breathing in. Soles of the feet from infinity. Breathe out, straighten out the legs in front of you, hands overhead. And give yourself a nice stretch down the whole of the left side. Stay with the breath and breathe in. The stomach, ribcage, chest, collarbones, and neck. Take the hands overhead. One more sip of air into the left toe. One more sip of air into the left fingertip. One more sip of air into the left toe. One more sip of air into the left fingertip. And breathe out. Squeeze out the last drop of air. And breathing into the right side. Breathing into the stomach, into the ribcage, into the chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air into the right toe. One more sip of air into the right fingertip. One more sip of air into the right toe. One more sip of air into the right fingertip. And breathe out. We now go for the diagonal lines, the left foot and the right hand. Breathing into the stomach, into the ribcage, chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air into the left foot. One more sip of air into the right fingertip. One more sip of air into the left foot. Reaching out to infinity. Right fingertip, left foot, toenails, right fingertip, and breathe out. Squeeze out the last drop of air. And breathing into the stomach, ribcage, chest, collarbones, and neck. One more sip of air into the left fingertip, into the right foot, left fingertip, right foot, left fingertip, right foot, left fingertip, right foot, left fingertip, and breathe out. Interlock the fingers, turn them inside out. Flex your feet and give yourself a nice stretch from behind the breath. And gently bring your hands to second position, bring your knees up to your chest and roll over onto the left side. Now as you roll over onto the left side, bring knees to chest and roll over onto the left side. We paint with the soles of the feet, then the ankles, then the calves, and the knees and the thighs. And painting from infinity through the center of you to infinity below you. You're going to start with the soles of the feet. You're painting infinity below you. Then the ankles. Then the calves from behind the breath. Then the knees. And the thighs. So moving right up to the thighs now, so you can actually feel the body starting to come onto the floor, facing the floor. And then going into the cup. And now going into the tailbone, the spine, the scalp, and the hands. So the whole of the body is painting, including the bones, from the soles of the feet. From infinity, through the flesh, right down to infinity below. All from behind the breath. Breath to lead the motion. Feeling the weight of the legs heavy, feeling the weight of the body heavy into the earth. And then allowing yourself to paint over to the other side, over to the other side. Soles to cup to paint over to the other side. Soles to cup to tailbone, paint over to the other side. And behind the breath. Starting with the feet, from infinity, and then the ankles, and the calves, the knees, the thighs, and the calves. All the way to facing the body. Soles to cup to tailbone, to spine, to scalp, hands, whole body painting. And then come back to lie on your back. And we go into long sit-ups. Hands overhead, visualize yourself like a needle. Toes pointed below you, hands overhead, and just visualize yourself like a needle. Let the body come into that clean one line. Mulabandh to a fine point. And breathing in, and as you breathe out, bringing up the left leg and the left hand. Expanding out from infinity. Behind the breath, infinity to infinity. And breathe in to come down. And breathe out to go the same thing with the right side. Infinity to infinity, bringing infinity to you. Infinity from the hands to you and infinity from the legs to you. It's more about bringing infinity, allowing the body to find its coordination in infinity. And then doing the diagonal lines, left hand, right leg, and then right hand, left. And behind the breath. Going deeper and deeper into infinity. And the other side, going deeper and deeper into infinity. The deepest point you can take it to an infinity.
So we are a little bit behind schedule, so we are going to place the rest of the film in room number 24. You can take the class all the way from the beginning and really enter this beautiful world of this wonderful Indian company. We are continuing with a performance called Revive by Maria Elena Anaya. This performance is a passage through choreographic scenes embroidered with multicolor threads and textures that move us on a journey that allows emotions to spring from, and you hear it well, flamenco cadences.
llore. Será Sevilla, será Triana, será Santiago, Cádiz y Granada. Será mi sueño por siempre tuyo. Será la tierra seca y mojada.
Será Sevilla, será Triana, será Santiago, Cádiz, Granada. Será mi sueño por siempre tuyo. Será la tierra seca y mojada.
Será la tierra, será fuerza, te echa de menos y a ti te llore. Se irá a Sevilla, se irá a Triana, será Santiago, Cádiz y Granada. Será mi sueño por siempre tuyo. Será la tierra seca, ay, mojada. Será la tierra, serán los soles quienes te añoren. Será el flamenco
quien con más fuerza
te eche de menos. Te llore. Será Sevilla, será Triana, será Santiago, Cádiz, Granada. Será mi sueño por siempre tuyo. Será la tierra seca y mojada. Serán los soles, mares y luna, quienes te añoren. Será el flamenco quien con más fuerza te eche de menos y a ti te llore. Será Sevilla, será Triana, será Santiago, Cádiz, Granada. Será mi sueño por siempre tuyo. Será la tierra seca y mojada.
Flamenca. Vamos ya. Vamos ya. Eso es. Vale. Que toma. Vale.
Yo nací con la luna de plata y nací con alma de pirata. He nacido rumbera y gitana, trovando de veras, y me fui lejos de Veracruz. Me gusta por la mañana, después del café bebió, pasearme por La Habana con mi cigarro encendido y comprarme un papelón de esos que llaman diario. Ole bien.
¡Asa! ¡Papá! ¡Asa!
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia y otra cosita, y arriba y arriba,
¡Arriba!
ay arriba y arriba y arriba iré, arriba iré, arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Mi ritmo es garrapatero, mi ritmo es garrapatero y esa bamba bulería no se paga con dinero. No se paga con dinero, se paga con los laureles que llevas en el sombrero. Que llevas en el sombrero y tienes mucho que aprender, tienes mucho que bailar, tienes mucho que gozar. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba.
Thank you so much, Maria Elena. That was wonderful to see your, well, your how you say that?
Dance.
Your dance, your experience, and to bring it with all these beautiful musicians on this beautiful square in Puerto Morelos.
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
bit painful.
wonderful.
We were a bit jealous.
We're a bit jealous because we're in the grey rain weather, but okay, we'll be back in Puerto Morelos. Thank you so much.
Beautiful words.
Muchas
Muchas
gracias.
gracias.
Ciao, ciao, everybody then.
We continue, and we continue to the Schaubühne in Berlin. When Schaubühne am Leinerplatz, Berlin, had to close down because of the corona crisis, they asked international writers to contribute texts and videos for an online program. We are going to watch a movie written by the writer Duncan Macmillan. It's called Love Lockdown, and it's performed by Jenny Koenig and Christoph Gavenda.
Hi. Hörst du
Hallo.
mich?
Ja,
Hi.
hi. Ja, schön dich kennenzulernen.
Ja. Krass, du siehst aus wie auf deinen Bildern. Also den Bildern auf deinem Profil meine ich. Du siehst aus wie auf deinen Bildern.
Wieso soll ich nicht aussehen wie auf meinen Bildern?
Ach, du, das tun nicht alle. Manche Menschen sehen im wahren Leben echt anders aus. Also nicht, dass das hier das wahre Leben wäre. Also du bist noch, wir beide sind noch auf dem Bildschirm, aber
Ja. Hast du das schon mal gemacht? So ein Online-Dating? Also
Nein.
so ein erstes Date auf deinem Computer?
nein.
Nee, ich auch nicht. Das ist das erste Mal für mich.
Ja, für mich auch.
Ja.
Ja, ist ein bisschen seltsam.
Ja, das ist seltsam. Aber ja, hi.
Hi.
Ja, und danke für den Wein.
Ah, super. Der ist angekommen?
Ja.
Cool. Cool. Ich wusste jetzt nicht so ganz, wie du zu Lieferdiensten stehst, aber ich dachte, du kannst es ja ohne Probleme abwischen und dann
Ja.
ist es.
Ich habe den auch direkt abgewischt mit so einem Desinfektionsmittel.
Ja. Weißt du, weil dann ist es ein bisschen mehr wie ein Date, wenn wir halt dasselbe trinken.
Ja.
Prost.
Du, ich trinke gar nicht.
Hm? Du
Ich
trinkst?
trinke gar nicht. Mhm.
Scheiße. Scheiße, das hätte ich fragen sollen vorher. Scheiße. Du, weißt du was, ich habe bis jetzt jeden Abend getrunken. Jeden. Du bist jetzt aber kein Alkoholiker oder so. Scheiße. Scheiße, du bist einer.
Ja.
Scheiße. Und ich lasse dir hier Alkohol in die Wohnung liefern. Oh, fuck.
Nein, das ist überhaupt nicht schlimm.
Du, das tut mir voll leid. Entschuldigung.
Überhaupt kein Problem, mach dir da keinen Kopf. Und ich habe auch schon gedacht, vielleicht, ich bringe den einfach, also ich will jetzt gar nicht undankbar sein oder so, ja, aber ich glaube,
Nein.
ich stelle den einfach meiner Nachbarin hin. Die liebt
Ja,
Wein.
ja. Kann ich vollkommen verstehen.
Ich bin gleich wieder da.
Fuck.
Ja, und ich dachte, wenn das, damit das so ein richtig, also wie so ein richtiges Date ist, könnten wir vielleicht ein bisschen Musik. Weißt du, ich dachte, Jazz?
Oh, bitte kein Jazz.
So, hast du was gesagt? Ja, und was ich dachte, vielleicht könnten wir zusammen essen. Ich habe ein bisschen was vorbereitet. Und bei mir gibt es heute Entenbrustfilet mit Frühlingssalat.
Wow.
Und ja, ich habe eine Orangensauce gemacht.
Ich weiß, haben wir irgendwie, weil ich habe schon gegessen, also vorhin.
Ach so. Ja. Okay, ist ja nicht schlimm. Was hast du denn gegessen?
Fruit Loops. Ja, und ich habe sie auch aus der Packung gegessen, weil ich hatte keine Milch mehr und dann habe ich sie einfach mit den Händen trocken aus der Packung gegessen. Ja, weißt du, ich bin allein, also bin auch spät aufgewacht. Ich habe mich jetzt nicht so wirklich darum gekümmert, welche Lebensmittel zu welcher Essenszeit da irgendwie angemessen sind. Also ich meine, ich trage immer noch meine Pyjama-Hose um. Ja, ich weiß, ich mache einen schrecklichen Eindruck.
Überhaupt nicht.
Sag mal, wollen wir einfach mal nochmal anfangen, auflegen und nochmal anfangen von vorne? Oder möchtest du das Date beenden? Also, weil ich bin gar nicht beleidigt. Ich kann das vollkommen verstehen, wenn du sagst...
Auf gar keinen Fall. Auf gar keinen Fall. Pass auf, warum stellen wir uns nicht einfach ein paar Fragen, so damit wir uns kennenlernen?
Ja.
Hast du eine?
Warum wolltest du das Date? Also während all dem. Oh, okay. Entschuldigung, das ist vielleicht jetzt eine krasse Frage am Anfang, aber...
Nee, ich
glaube, ich muss erst mal unterkommen. Sorry.
Also ich habe mich getrennt.
Oh.
Ja.
Wann denn?
Vor 5 Tagen.
Das ist kurz.
Ja, das finde ich auch. Ja, wir wollten uns eigentlich erst zusammen isolieren. Und dann habe ich aber entschieden, dass ich dann vielleicht besser bei meinen Eltern wohnen bleibe. Also nicht wohnen bleibe, aber zusammen bleibe. Und ich wusste nicht, also man weiß ja auch gar nicht, wie lange das alles dauert. Und ich dachte, das ist dann vielleicht einfach ein bisschen zu früh in so einer Beziehung, weißt du?
Wie lange wart ihr denn zusammen?
4 Jahre.
Okay. Krass.
Ja. Warum wolltest du denn, was ist denn bei dir? Wieso hast du denn das Date?
Ich glaube, weil ich mich gerade einfach ein bisschen oder eigentlich sehr einsam fühle. Und die Welt, die macht diese schreckliche und furchtbare Krise durch und ja, und ich bin also nicht wirklich, aber es wäre ich ein Baum im Wald, der umfällt und niemand ist da, um ihn zu hören. Weißt du, was ich meine?
Nee.
Guck mal, ich habe bis jetzt jede Folge von Tiger King gesehen und das sogar zweimal, ja. Ich habe hier jeden Podcast gehört, ich habe alle meine Puzzle durchgepuzzelt und das sind sehr viele, und sogar die Walt Disney Edition, ja. Und ich bin einfach da. Und wenn ich jetzt das Virus bekäme, also wenn ich das Virus bekäme und sterben würde, dann, ja, weiß ich nicht, dann würde ich wahrscheinlich allein sterben. Und ich weiß noch nicht mal, ob irgendjemand überhaupt. Ja.
Also ich glaube, wenn wir jetzt ein echtes Date hätten, ja? Also wenn wir jetzt in einem richtigen Restaurant sitzen würden und dann würde ich dich, glaube ich, in den Arm nehmen. Obwohl, nein, ich hätte dich nicht in den Arm.
Da würde
Natürlich,
ich
nein.
noch mehr würde ich da heulen. Weißt du, wie lange ich nicht angefasst worden bin?
Nein, ich würde dich, glaube ich, einfach fragen, ob wir jetzt einfach gehen. Irgendwie. In eine Bar, du trinkst ein Bier, ich trinke einen Tee oder so. Oder tanzen gehen. Das vermisse ich so doll.
Oh ja,
Oder?
ja, tanzen.
Ja.
Aber können wir ja trotzdem machen. Also, warum nicht?
Ja, warum nicht eigentlich? Also, wir könnten. Lass es uns einfach machen.
Ja,
Ja?
let's go clubbing.
Okay.
Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Gonna be who
Es spielt.
Ja.
Du, ich weiß, das war super komisch am Anfang. Aber ich hatte echt Spaß heute Abend.
Ich auch.
Also ich würde das, wenn du das auch möchtest, dann
Das wiederholen?
ja.
Definitiv.
Wenn wir jetzt im gleichen Zimmer wären, würde ich darüber nachdenken, ob wir uns gleich küssen oder nicht.
gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Gonna be who
Okay.
Gute Nacht.
Ben, hörst du mir zu?
Ja, ich höre dir zu, ich bin da.
Ob sie ihren Mann umgebracht hat?
Was hast du gesagt?
ob sie ihren Mann umgebracht hat.
Nee, ich weiß nicht. Was glaubst du denn?
Ich frag dich. Sag mal, wie kannst du denn,
Ich weiß
guckst
es
du
nicht.
überhaupt hin? Kannst du mir mal ganz kurz deinen Bildschirm zeigen?
Ich,
Das, du guckst nicht ernsthaft einen anderen Film.
pass auf, ich wollte,
Denn es
das,
geht doch gerade darum, dass wir was gemeinsam gucken.
ich weiß, aber
Ich glaub's nicht. Was guckst du überhaupt?
Heimat heißt das. Also, das ist eine groß angelegte Saga über eine Familie im Rheinland vor dem Hintergrund der großen politischen und sozialen Veränderungen. Ich habe das noch nie gesehen. Alle sagen, das ist so gut. Und ich dachte jetzt, wo wir jetzt hier festsitzen, wäre das vielleicht
Wahnsinn,
nicht schlecht, mal so eine
Wahnsinn.
kulturelle, wichtige Sache zu gucken. Also, das hat
Du
mich
hast
eigentlich
mich
schon immer...
angelogen. Das war
Ja,
unehrlich.
ja, ich weiß, tut mir, ich mag das einfach, wenn du deine Serie guckst und darüber erzählst. Und ich finde das super, wenn du da bist und wir gucken, also ich hätte das schon vorher sagen müssen. Sorry, es tut mir leid. Jetzt mache ich das alles noch viel schlimmer.
Tut mir auch leid. Es ist irgendwie bloß, das ist schwer, nicht mit dir im gleichen Raum zu sein. Es ist irgendwie frustrierend. Weil,
Hm.
ich meine, wenn das jetzt hier das echte Leben wäre,
Lena, das ist das echte Leben. Kannst du echt mal aufhören, immer zu sagen, das
ich
ist nicht echt?
sag bloß, wenn, also dann wären wir, also dann hätten wir, also dann wären wir zusammen im echten Leben. Und ja, das können wir nicht.
Meinst du?
Ja,
Naja, wir könnten es versuchen.
nein. Wie, also, nein.
Naja,
Also ich meine, wie sollte das überhaupt aussehen?
ja, du hast recht.
Ja, komm, nee, lass uns warten.
Ja,
Lass uns warten, wenn wir uns in echt sehen.
ja, nein, definitiv, du hast recht. Ich kann warten.
Ja, ich auch. Ich mag dein Gesicht.
Ja?
Ja, das ist ein schönes Gesicht. Ich schaue das gerne an.
Das ist schön. Also, du hast auch ein schönes Gesicht, meine ich.
Ja?
Mhm. Also ich mag dein Gesicht auch sehr.
Komisch, ich wollte gerade deine Hand nehmen. Als wäre das hier das echte Leben.
Lena, das ist das
Du
echte
weißt,
Leben.
was ich meine.
Ich habe aufgehört zu trinken, weil ich eine Tram gecrashed habe.
Du bist in eine Tram gefahren.
Nee, ich habe eine Tram geklaut.
Wie klaut man denn bitte schöne Tram?
Ich habe früher bei der BVG gearbeitet. Und dann, das ist nicht witzig.
Wurde jemand verletzt?
Nee,
Entschuldigung, aber das ist dann schon ein bisschen witzig. Ich habe ein Tattoo. Also ich dachte, das solltest du vielleicht wissen, bevor wir uns das erste Mal sehen. Ist ein chinesisches Schriftzeichen.
nein.
Doch, aber das ist noch nicht das Peinliche daran. Weil, also eigentlich sollte das Kraft bedeuten, ja. Und dann habe ich das irgendwann mal meiner chinesischen Freundin gezeigt und die meinte, es bedeutet leider Suppe. Du darfst ruhig über mich lachen.
Würde ich ja, aber es ist leider viel zu tragisch.
Oh, fick dich.
Ben?
Morgen.
Oh, du sag mal, wie spät ist denn das?
Habe ich dich geweckt?
Was machst denn du da?
Ich dachte, vielleicht können wir zusammen Sport machen.
Nein.
Bist du sicher?
Ja, absolut sicher.
Ich dachte, das ist vielleicht ein bisschen witzig.
Ich glaube, ich zünd mich lieber an, ehrlich gesagt.
Pass auf, meine Eltern wollen dich kennenlernen.
Was?
Ja, ich habe mit denen gerade gesprochen. Die wollen dich irgendwie mal sehen.
Deine Eltern?
Ja, ich dachte, vielleicht machen wir irgendwie ein Abendessen oder ein Spieleabend, dann lade ich dich ein und dann...
Du sag
Kann man
mal, Ben, kannst du, also kann ich dich vielleicht nachher nochmal anrufen? Ich muss, glaube ich, erstmal wach werden.
Oh, scheiße, ich bin zu schnell, ja? Tut mir leid. Sag mal, hast du in deinen Klamotten geschlafen?
Ja. Und sag mal, könntest du aufhören, mich vorm ersten Kaffee zu kritisieren? Also, ich bin in meiner eigenen Wohnung, kann ja wohl tragen, was ich will.
Ja, tut mir leid, ich wollte dich auf gar keinen Fall kritisieren. Das war jetzt überhaupt nicht das, was ich wollte.
Nicht, weil wir gar nicht richtig zusammen sind.
Okay.
Ja, du weißt doch, wie. Also ich meine, wir sind jetzt kein Ehepaar. Also als ob wir zusammen wohnen und als ob wir auf dem anderen rumhacken können, wie der sich verhält. Ja.
Pass mal auf, ich glaube, ich rufe dich am besten später an einfach, ja? Ich mache das hier zu Ende und dann...
Ja, ich
Mensch.
weiß, ich bin auch gerade erst aufgewacht. Weißt du,
Ja.
ich bin muffig. Ja?
Ja.
Okay.
Okay. Ich rufe dich später... Oh, fuck.
Mir gehen die Dinge nicht zu schnell. Es ist eher, dass das hier...
Aber wir haben eine Verbindung, oder nicht?
Ben, wir haben uns nie wirklich persönlich getroffen. Und du redest so, als ob wir seit 3 Jahren...
Ich kann
in
mir
der
das
gleichen-
vorstellen. Ich kann mir das vorstellen, dass wir lange zusammenbleiben. Das kann ich. Vielleicht sogar für immer.
Oh, Ben,
Ich liebe dich.
Gott.
Ich sehe uns heiraten sogar. Vielleicht sogar Kinder kriegen.
Wie? Über scheiß Zoom oder was?
Nein, wenn das hier irgendwann mal alles vorbei ist.
Ich sehe jemand anderen.
Was? Wann? Wie?
Instagram. Freund von einem Freund. Und dann sind wir zu WhatsApp übergegangen und ja, von da haben sich die Dinge entwickelt.
Wie entwickelt? Habt ihr euch...
Nein, nein. Also nicht so. Also
Oh Gott.
nicht wirklich. Er wollte, dass ich ihm ein paar Bilder schicke. Ja.
Oh Gott.
Aber nein, Ben, nichts richtiges Sexuelles. Ich weiß, das klingt super komisch, aber er wollte, dass ich ihm,
Ach du
dass
Scheiße.
ich ihm Bilder von meiner Mundhöhle schicke. Keine Ahnung warum.
Ich fasse es nicht, dass du mich betrügst.
Aber so ist es nicht.
Ist das wegen Tiger King? Weil ich nicht...
Nein. Ist vielleicht ein Teil davon, okay.
Ich kann nicht glauben, was hier gerade passiert.
Weißt du, du bist bloß, guck mal, du kochst schicke Abendessen, du machst Sport, du schaffst es nicht zu trinken und du guckst kulturell wertvolle Filme und du willst, dass deine Eltern mich sehen.
Und inwiefern ist irgendwas davon schlimm?
Die Welt ist gerade total am Arsch und ich finde es ehrlich gesagt super angemessen, Scheißfernsehen zu gucken. Weißt du, weil du willst, dass ich diese normalen Sachen mit dir mache, als ob die Welt wieder normal sein würde. Aber es ist doch voll okay, Alkohol zu trinken, alleine spät aufzustehen, tagelang nicht zu duschen und rumzuhängen. Und du scheinst absolut in Ordnung zu sein. Ich weiß nicht, aber auf mich wirkt das ehrlich gesagt so, als würdest du ja nichts mitkriegen. Tut mir leid. Tut mir leid. Bitte ignoriere einfach, was ich gesagt habe. Ich weiß, du musst die Dinge so angehen, wie du sie angehen musst. Aber ich weiß auch nicht, vielleicht bin ich auch einfach nur neidisch, dass du das alles viel besser hinkriegst als ich. Ich weiß es nicht. Guck mal, wenn wir uns in der echten Welt sehen würden, dann wäre das vielleicht anders. Du bist wirklich ein besonderer Mensch, Ben.
Mach das nicht. Ich gehe jetzt.
Ben, bitte hör einfach zu.
Hi!
Hi.
Na?
Du, ich weiß, das ist super komisch, mich einfach anzurufen. Also ich weiß nicht,
Wie geht's dir?
Jahr oder länger, aber du, ich habe dich, glaube gesehen, gerade am Potsdamer Platz bei den Arkaden auf so einem blauen Fahrrad. Kann das sein?
Ja, scheiße,
Ja?
da war ich. Ja,
Ja? Das war so seltsam, dich zu sehen. Also
du hast mich
wirklich
gesehen.
Leben. Ja. Ja, und ich dachte, ich rufe einfach mal durch.
Hättest mal Hallo sagen können, wenn du mich gesehen hast.
Ja, stimmt. Krass, darüber habe ich irgendwie gar nicht nachgedacht. Wäre wahrscheinlich noch seltsamer gewesen. Also ich meine, dich in 3D zu sehen, war schon brainfuck. Als würde man Homer Simpson auf einmal im wirklichen Leben begegnen. Nicht, dass du Homer Simpson bist. Das nehme ich nicht falsch. Ja, aber hey, wie geht's dir?
Ja, okay. Glaube ich, okay. So. Also, mir ist es global ganz gut ergangen, würde ich sagen. Es war eine komische Zeit. Hart.
Ja.
Für uns alle irgendwie. Und jetzt ist wieder alles ganz normal, aber es fühlt sich total seltsam an.
Hm.
So als, ja. Und du?
Ich?
Mhm.
Ach ja, keine Ahnung. Es fühlt sich immer noch an wie ein Albtraum und ich wache auf einmal auf. Also ich bin glücklich, klar, aber gleichzeitig habe ich so das Gefühl, es könnte jede Sekunde noch was Schlimmeres passieren. Ah. Ja, ich weiß irgendwie nicht, wie es mir geht.
Ich habe Tiger King gesehen.
Nein, du machst
Doch.
Witze.
Ich glaube
Wirklich?
nicht, glaub nicht, dass sie ihn umgebracht hat.
Echt? Das ist interessant. Ich glaube, da muss ich es nochmal gucken. Willst du, ich weiß nicht, treffen? Dein Kaffee? Oder,
Wirklich?
also es sei denn, also du triffst jemanden.
Nein. Du?
Ich? Nein.
Was ist mit dem Mundtypen?
Oh, ey, der stellte sich so als Weirdo heraus. Wirklich.
Ja, das ist schade.
Naja. Was machst du heute Abend?
Heute Abend?
Oder,
Nein. Lass uns was machen, gerne. Also, oder, ich weiß nicht, Abendessen, tanzen? Tanzen gehen.
ja,
Boah?
weißt du, es gibt so einen Ort, wo ich schon immer hin wollte und vor dem Lockdown aber nie da war. Und dann habe ich immer dran gedacht, warum ich da nicht hingegangen bin. Also ich meine, worauf habe ich gewartet? Dann mussten die den Laden zumachen, weil die konnten die Miete nicht bezahlen und sind rausgeflogen. Und ich dachte, scheiße, ich habe es verpasst. Auf alle Fälle diese Leute, die haben jetzt einen anderen Ort übernommen, so eine Bäckerei oder Schlachthof, keine Ahnung. Und da steigt heute Abend eine wahrscheinlich nicht so ganz legale Club an. Bist du da mit?
Auf jeden Fall.
Cool. Cool. Ich schicke dir die
Super.
Infos.
Gerne.
Okay. Dann,
Bis gleich.
ja, bis gleich.
Well, it's less than 2 hours to go, right? So we'd like you to ask again to donate. Just press a donate knob somewhere on our screens. Don't forget it. That's the whole purpose.
Doctors
And
Without
now-
Borders, right?
Doctors Without Borders. And now, less than 2 hours to go, we have the pleasure and the joy to cross the Atlantic again to New York. La Mama and Culture Hub team up to create Downtown Variety, a weekly online live performance series that features short acts of dance, music, theater, new media, comedy, audiovisual performance, and more. Responding to national protests and social isolation, Downtown Variety brings La Mama's 1960s cafe aesthetic to a virtual platform that links performers, and audiences in real time across distance, as we all do today. How great is that? Powered by LiveLab, a browser-based media router I don't know, router for collaborative performance. So enjoy, let's go.
Our new online performance series that brings La Mama's 1960s cafe aesthetic to a virtual platform linking artists and audiences in real time. La Mama was founded in 1961 by Ellen Stewart out of a need in her community to create a space for underrepresented and marginalized voices in theater. Over the past 60 years, La Mama has brought experimental work to our stages in the East Village and around the world, creating an international network of artists and audiences. In 2009, Culture Hub was founded by La Mama and the Seoul Institute of the Arts to ask how can we use the internet and emerging technologies to create a digital layer to this international network. Culture Hub came now how
Yeah. Yes, hello. I don't know, am I? Yeah? We have a little technical problem. It happens. It happened not so often, but we're going to try again. We want to connect with New York, trying to be in touch with you guys.
Maybe in the meantime, we are all here. We're almost there also, by the way. An hour and a half to go.
Yeah.
How was this experience, guys? It's time to pass the microphone around.
Oh, you're going to go?
Well, I think it was lovely to see all these people. I mean, from all over the world. It was very interesting to reconnect with some people from Poland, for example.
We're hearing music. We're not sure. Yes. That looks like something happening.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Hello, my name is Maddie Barber Bockelman, live here from my living room in Brooklyn, New York. And I'm with La Mama and Culture Hub bringing you Downtown Variety, our new online performance series that brings La Mama's 1960s cafe aesthetic to a virtual platform linking audiences and artists in real time. La Mama was founded in 1961 by Ellen Stewart out of a need in her community to create a space for underrepresented and marginalized voices in theater. Over the past almost 60 years, La Mama has brought experimental work to our stages in the East Village and around the world, creating an international network of artists and audiences. In 2009, Culture Hub was founded by La Mama and the Seoul Institute of the Arts to ask, how can we use the internet and emerging technologies to create a digital layer to this international network? Downtown Variety was also started out of a need. When New York City shut down in March, La Mama and Culture Hub came together to ask now, how can we use art as a vehicle to bring communities and people together? On March 20, 2020, we responded with the first edition of Downtown Variety, which on any given Friday night brings about 6 to 8 performers together from remote locations. We use LiveLab to make this happen. LiveLab is a browser-based media router that Culture Hub has built for collaborative performance. All the performers that we work with are live, collaborating with creative technologists who are also distributed. So we rely heavily on the internet to make this happen. Sometimes you might notice a glitch, which is all part of it, part of the aesthetic of this emerging medium. So we're so grateful to be a part of this global event benefiting Doctors Without Borders. That's it. Here we go.
What a train that I am walking, man. What a train that I ever seen. What a train I am walking, my friend. Run by Jackson, Doctor, New Orleans. New Orleans. What a William Murray, in your hand. Matter when you made, don't matter from it, man. Matter when you made, no, from it, man. Matter when you made, from it, man. Your day, Monday.
Prettiest train that a man has ever seen. And I go to Jackson River beyond me. Lay your head on a man that can't be seen. And he goes to Jackson River beyond me. Prettiest train that a man has ever seen. And I go to Jackson River beyond me. Lay your head on a man that can't be seen. And he goes to Jackson River beyond me. Prettiest train that a man has ever seen. And he goes to Jackson River beyond me. Lay your head on a man that can't be seen. And he goes to Jackson River beyond me. Prettiest train that a man has ever seen. And it goes to Jackson River beyond me. Lay your head on a man that can't be seen. And it goes to Jackson River beyond me. Prettiest train that a man has ever seen. And it goes to Jackson River beyond me.
Hey you,
Hey,
you're in Berlin, right?
yes, and you're in France?
Yes. It's 3 a.m. I feel a bit lonely here. I mean, I don't want to complain. The situation here is getting better. But I think it's very different in New York, no? I don't know exactly how it is there. Maybe we should ask. I mean, we're supposed to have an audience right now, but it's a bit hard to tell. It's hard to feel connected with them through this little dark hole in my computer.
Do you think someone's even watching us?
I don't know.
What are they thinking about? What are they feeling?
Mhm.
Maybe one of them has lost a loved one.
Mhm.
Maybe another one can't pay the rent.
Yeah. And maybe there is this guy. I imagine he's in a very small flat in New York, in Washington Heights, watching La Mama's Downtown Variety. He's a dancer, and I imagine him asking himself, how can I feel my own limits, the contours of my body without being touched by someone else? And then he asks, can you still dance without dancing to shape the vacant space between you and another body.
Me, I can see a music teacher. Can you see him?
Yeah.
He's staring at the screen. He's craving to teach his students the perfect drum beat in real life. One can only teach some things in front of their students. He's thinking they need to be here in order to understand the mechanics of my movements.
And I see another one. She's watching us from France. And this one doesn't feel lonely at all. She just came back from work. She was told that she had to keep on working, but she doesn't really understand why. I mean, she doesn't produce anything vital for the country, so she's a bit lost with that idea. She spent her day with a lot of people around her, and for the first time in her life, she experienced the presence of others as a threat.
I must say though, I'm actually enjoying this time because it allows me to write and play music alone without any pressure for absolutely nothing, without goals, just for the sake of doing.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe we could stop having certainty for a while. Maybe it could lead us to take actions, as you said, for nothing, with no goals, just for the sake of it.
We still have, ahead of us, a few nights, a few empty spaces, or a few blank pages we can fill with our creative strength.
We have to take care of our health and the future of our economy.
But let's talk also about ecology.
Let's talk about social rights. Let's talk about equality of rights.
Now that we have an opportunity to stop and think, let us play and invent new rules for the game.
The ones in place have been proved wrong enough.
Let us now use our extended web of friendship. It may be strong enough to join our minds and body in spite of the distancing rules we now have to accept.
Let's imagine the shape of new channels between us that lead us to ways of living we don't yet know.
Let's not have any expectation for the progress of our days.
We don't have any reason to have some, but let's have faith. Faith in our senses and our abilities. Faith in the links that connect one to another. Faith, just for the sake of it.
Just one to another.
a million. And I want to get this over to you, that I'm feeling like a million. Though I haven't got a villa, a dugout, or a bed, still I'm walking like a million. With my hat on the side of my head, what is this thing that I found through the days that I've clowned? Is it you that's around? I got a crazy feeling I could jump up to the ceiling, 'cause I'm feeling like a million. Though I couldn't buy a collar, a necktie, or a glove, still I'm feeling like a million. Is it you, is it me, is it love? Though I'm flat, though I'm broke, though I'm bent, I'm contented to never sigh as time goes by. There's a gleam in my eye, and inside of my heart I'm a lucky guy. There's a reason why I'm feeling like a million. Though I haven't got a collar, a shilling or a sou, still I'm feeling like a million. And I want to get this over to you, that I'm feeling like a million. Though I haven't got a villa, a dugout, or a bed, still I'm walking like a million. With my hat on the side of my head, what is this thing that I found through the days that I've clowned? Is it you I found? I got a crazy feeling I could jump up to the ceiling, 'cause I'm feeling like a million. Though I couldn't buy a collar, a necktie, or a glove, still I'm feeling like a million. Is it you, is it me, is it love?
Sorry, can I see you? I want to make sure you exist.
You want to make sure I exist? I love that. Yeah. Me first?
No, together.
Okay.
I will count to 3, okay?
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2,
Dos. Uno.
1. Well,
Hola.
hello, stranger. So what should we do?
What should we do? I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, maybe that's it. We can ask each other questions.
Okay. I mean, that's not what I meant, but okay.
Okay, so I go first.
Okay.
Tell me a happy memory.
A happy memory. That's funny. I just asked this question in a show I did last week. I'm a performer, mainly just for Sam Rudy, but yeah, I'm a performer. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I feel like I lost you for a second.
It was frozen. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I was 12, right? And I was with my best friends, Alan and Andrew. And it was the summer before 8th grade, right? So 1984, 85. And we had just missed the bus by seconds, right? The back of the bus would turn the corner just as we came up. And we were pissed, right? Because we were 12 and we couldn't do nothing but just sit and wait for the next one. So we just sat down on our skateboards and talked about girls and made jokes and played with our fucking penises and just laughed our heads off. They're both gone now. So that hour we thought we wasted is now the most meaningful 60 minutes of my life.
They died so young.
Probably been better if that bus never came. All right, my turn. What does the future hold for you?
Well, I'm graduating in 1 week from college.
Nice, congratulations. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I had many plans actually, but well, the whole situation is very uncertain. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I really hope that the possibilities will get back to me and all of us. Okay, it's my turn. Can you give me your back when you answer this question?
Give you your back. You want me to turn? You want me to turn around?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This?
Yes, perfect. Have you ever paid for sex? And if yes, tell me how it was.
Yes, definitely. I mean, one can argue that you paid for it. Anyways, I won't get into that. But yeah, I have paid for sex. In fact, the first love of my life was an escort. It's not who she was. It didn't define her, but it's just what she was doing at the time. So I was actually very involved in the in that whole kind of world, the sex worker world in the 90s. Is that good?
Thank you.
My turn? Could you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Whisper in my ear and tell me about the last time you fell madly in love.
Okay. The last time I felt madly in love, it was last summer. Yes, but it couldn't be the love. But still I felt it, and I remember. With a musician. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm confused. The last time would have been me, no? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay. What is your biggest fear?
I mean, I've always feared the loss of my mother, you know? But when I was a kid, it was more, how could I possibly live without her? You know? And now I watch her in the twilight of her life. And the question's not so much how as it is kind of why do I live without her? I mean, I don't got any kids or serious lovers. So without that mother's love, I almost question my existence if she's not in it. I want to know I exist. Okay, can you tell me the last thing that made you super angry?
Yes. It was 2 weeks ago. I was able to go to Barcelona for the first time after this thing, and I took the train. And I was very happy. Actually, I was in the train, and After 2 stops, I realized I was completely alone. It was daytime, but I started feeling panic, thinking about a man like coming and raping me or hurting me or attacking me. And the idea of being helpless with nowhere to go or nobody to help me, it really scared me. And this is something that happens to me all the time. And it makes me angry to have to live with fear. I was very angry, yes. Are you afraid of dying?
No. Not anymore. I'm actually afraid of living. I mean, society is broken, right? The world is melting. And no one's got any money except for like 4 fucking people. I mean, they closed summer, and my mom can't even hug her grandson right now. You know, and don't get me wrong, I love my life, you know, and I promise you, I still find magic in the everyday. But as beautiful as life is, it's fucking hard. And sometimes I think that if I were to die, at least I wouldn't have to fucking live.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now. I'm coming to reward them.
First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. I'm guided by a signal in the heavens. I'm guided by this birthmark on my skin. I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons.
First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin.
Thank you. I needed that. I love Leonard Cohen. I love that poem.
Me too. Do you want to dance with me?
Yes.
Speed leaving without warning. I need some place to sleep tonight. Blowing in the rocking of the pines. Speed leaving without warning. The sunlight is going into the mountain. I will crawl into the mountain. Sun shines in the rusty morning. Skyline of the Olympus Malls. I think about it sometimes I do. Sun shines in the rusty morning. Once I had a good flight into the mountains. I will crawl into the mountains. Oh yeah. Into the mountains.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hola? Stranger, can you hear me? Are you here? Hola?
Hola, hola. Hola, can you hear me? That was wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mia, for collaborating tonight with us in this amazing tour around the world and for continuing the work of Ellen Stewart and honoring her legacy. Fantastic. I hope we can meet again in life or online, why not, in the future. Thank you so much. Now, Igor, tell us where we go now.
We are going to the next text. Yeah, Ya Heng Judy Chen, founder of Mushroom and flautist from the Royal Academy of Music, will be live streaming with the owner of Toulouse-Lautrec Jazz Club in London to discuss firsthand how the pandemic has affected London music venues. She will also be sharing how the rehearsal room platform is enabling music venues in the capital to survive whilst providing new opportunities for musicians. Judy will be opening the talk with a beautiful live performance with accompanist Elizabeth Streichert and closing by jazz band Jay-Z Replacement featuring Zenia Strigalev on saxophone and Jamie Murray on drums.
Just do it with live, yeah, that's great. So what's your, oh, you got a...
String Turners.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
nice.
it's the classic version.
Right.
I do want to get the latest one, but money.
Well,
And it still
that's
works.
good, still good, yeah. Yeah.
Still works,
Yeah.
so it's fine. I can still do recordings with it.
Thanks for having us. It's been great to be here.
So we are continuing in this very beautiful flow, and our next guest is going to be introduced by Camilo.
And I love it.
But first, we have a surprise for you.
And then I think we put that work together in 4 weeks, didn't we?
I will look for Brazil. How about you introduce Camila?
Namaste.
Wow, what a journey, guys. Quite an incredible process. We tried to talk about it before, we didn't manage. Igor, you have the mic. What's been your favorite moment in these 24 hours?
My favorite moment of discovery was the band, the Jerusalem band.
The Andalusian band,
Andalusian band that from this Tom Cohen, right?
Yeah, it's an insane
That was
band,
really,
right?
I had a lot of fun listening to that. I remember that it was quite late at night and we just like super enjoyed it. So that was my discovery. And guys, keep on donating for the
Doctors Without Borders.
Doctors Without Borders. Anyone else?
Who's there behind you? Tatiana. Now it's your turn. What happened to Russia? We had no Russia.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
What
I think they're a little bit too slow with answering. No, unfortunately, actually, I would be very happy if someone could actually present something, but maybe next time.
Yeah.
We never know, right?
Shall we do it again tomorrow?
Let's just continue.
Tomorrow. We can just keep going.
Exactly.
It's
Who needs
raining outside
vacation?
anyway.
Nobody.
It doesn't make sense for us to go out.
Exactly.
Camilo, what do you think about the Spanish-Mexican act?
The flamenco.
Yeah.
The Spanish flamenco. I think it was very beautiful, actually. I find, well, I really like the flamenco music. And with the flamenco music with the Mexican singer, it's a very nice combination. It's like it's a new sound for me, actually.
Yeah.
The accent, actually, of the person that is singing. I really liked it. And of course, Puerto Morelos is beautiful.
Pass on the microphone. Joost, where were you the most touched in these 24 hours?
Well, I'm touched by the whole thing, actually. I mean, I know there is a such thing as a as a finger in my ear. No, as a global art community, but now I felt it for the first time in my life. And that's a very, very special feeling, actually, so.
You know what was crazy? Usually we kind of tried to reach out for each other before, and I'm not sure why, maybe because it was also our personal contacts we engaged, but this time I think because of Corona as well, probably maybe it's the platform, this night hotel, but all of a sudden, you're right, it did feel like things that are coming together. But we hear that our friends in London are getting ready to begin, so we are very looking forward to hear them, and we'll have a little chat with them in a couple of minutes. But first, we'll listen to a music piece.
Will we know when it's live?
It's live. It is live at the moment, isn't it? Is it? Cool. Can we have the clap as well after the... Make sure we clap.
I think we're all now. Hi everyone. Okay, so we're going to start with Hanson Howard, lute and piano. Okay?
Thank you very much. I'd like to ask you guys a couple of questions. Judy, Yaheng.
Amazing.
You're
Hello,
going to
guys.
be there, and I think...
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Great that you guys are there. We are really looking forward to hear from you how you're doing. We had we have a whole idea of a discussion about the clubs in London and the place musicians find themselves these days.
Yeah, exactly. So, as you can see, we're joining you from...
So, guys, we can hear you. I mean, we can see you moving on one of the screens, but the other one is stuck. So then we can't hear what you're saying. Yes. Can you unmute that computer and maybe we can hear you through there? Aha.
Sorry, guys. We
Yes,
have
now we can hear you.
a stream in a separate place.
Yeah,
So I was just
now we can.
the Trek jazz venue right now, which is where we're playing from, and joining us is Nolan, who's the owner of the club as well. So just wanted to thank him for hosting us and for being the spokesperson for music venues across London and across the world, I guess, who are all experiencing these pains. So yeah, I mean, maybe we can just kick off, and Nolan, you can just explain briefly about the venue and what
absolutely. So I opened the Toulouse Trek about 2008, November 2008. So it's been nearly 12 years that we've been open. And originally we opened as a piano bar, and then I think about 7 years ago that became a jazz club, and we sort of delved into other genres of music. So it's normally jazz, blues. We do a lot of vintage swing music, and then we also deal with the cabaret and burlesque side to sort of support the LGBT community that we have in our area.
Yeah, cool. And obviously really kind of troubling times for you as an owner, right? So what was life like for you and for the club like before everything kicked off? And then how has that changed since?
It's changed a lot. It's like as if it's a whole different reality. So everything's changed, and yeah, I mean, prior to lockdown, I was supposed to do a Gypsy Jazz Festival. We were supposed to launch London's very first Gypsy Jazz Festival, and sadly, that got completely cancelled. We had 5 great acts coming from abroad, and that didn't go ahead. But on a regular night, we'd have about 60, 70 people here.
Wow.
And we would not just do shows, but we had community events, supported group musical theatre, open mics. But yeah, all that is you have to come back.
Yeah, so I
somehow.
mean, so what happened on March 16th? You just had to completely close your doors, right?
Close the doors. Well, we had actually a band that was booked in, and they had flown all the way. I think they were based in Denmark, and they'd flown all the way to London. And then I think it was at that time we was just saying, let's do it. But then, 2 days later, it was now, well, not 2 days later, but they were already in London, and we said, sorry guys, it's cancelled.
Yeah.
So it was gutted for everybody, and I just felt sorry about it,
Yeah. And so what's the biggest impact on you as an owner, and who else is, affected?
I think all jazz clubs, I mean, not just jazz, but every music venue in London is affected, sadly. And it's one of the most difficult industries to sort of work in, and a lot of musicians are getting affected financially.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to find ways to sort of get it back. And
yeah. So I'm guessing financials is the biggest,
Yes.
problem you face. Like, how have you been able to survive the past 3 months, 4 months?
We can't. we just have to support. Look at our followers and just count on them. We did manage to get a grant this morning actually, which has helped us a lot. But that's only going to help us. It's only going to cover half of what we've lost already.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see from there. But I'm just raring to go and get music back on there.
Yeah.
Provide exposure for all these musicians.
Yeah. And I'm sure you are. And is there any idea of when you might be able to open?
Well, since it's reasonably safe, I mean, it's great to say, right, I want to open as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yes, I do understand we have to, be safe. You have to ensure that we don't get another outbreak. But at the same time, we do want this industry not to sort of wither away, should we say?
Yeah. And so you've been in complete, obviously, survival mode the past few months. We're also joined with Judy, the founder of Mushroom. So Mushroom, I'll ask you to explain in more detail and much better than I can. But it's essentially providing venues and musicians with a way to adapt in these circumstances, right? So thanks for joining us. Thanks for that lovely performance as well. And yeah, maybe just explain a bit about Mushroom and what you guys do.
Yeah, so I'm a musician myself. I just found that it's really difficult when we want to rehearse, when like especially me and Ellie, like we live so far apart.
Yep.
But every time we want to rehearse, is either I travel to her or she travels to me. So if we can always find a place that we can, just play like with a affordable price. And so that's how the idea actually started. And so now we're just trying to gather as many possible rehearsal spaces, like not just in studios, but also in churches, like people's home as well. Like it's really a good thing as well to connect musicians and music lovers. And I saw ones like this. I saw the Save Our Venues campaign, which all the venues are running at the moment. And I thought, oh, Mushroom could be actually a very good platform for them, for the venues that is not running at the moment, like to rent it out for musicians to have rehearsals on, recording, or just carry on creating music in a way. And if we have local pubs like joining as well, the musician doesn't really have to commute that much, which is a safer option. So that's just
so it's an incredible idea. So obviously this is a way for venues to survive, to adapt to the situation, to generate some revenue, of course, for people to come in. The Toulouse-Lautrec venue is now on Mushroom, right? So you can go on and book it. How much is it? So it's like
15 for everything.
Yeah, 15
including backline
and
For the piano, the drum kit.
Exactly. And Nolan comes with that as well. So, and also for musicians, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I've been stuck at home playing my same keyboard for the past 4 months on my own. So I've already planned out when I'm going to come here with other musicians to play and record and so on. So incredible initiative.
Probably we can see how is it going in Netherlands.
So that's the situation in London, guys. How is it over there with you guys?
We were doing the math. It was really interesting. We went on a lockdown 4 days before you guys, and for a while you guys seemed to us like a very confusing example, because here everything shut down on the 12th of March, and there were these 4 days. We saw you guys shopping and people were going home or staying. There was a very unclear moment with you guys. It was quite exciting. We had our premiere cancelled on the 12th of March. We were about to do the first performance with 45 people on stage, and that was just shut, and we were home from one day to the other. It is now starting to recover, I have to say. The Dutch government did an amazing job, both in managing the crisis, but also in taking care of almost, most of the artists, I can say. And at least in our case, we feel very protected and like we have the chance to recover and wait for everything to get better. But we are a state-subsidized company, and I think for the freelancers, who are independent artists basically, it was a very different situation, but the government came in there as well. And I'm hopeful the stronger companies try to make space and support the more vulnerable individual artists, the independent artists. And I hope we can come out of it together. Venues took a very bad hit in Holland as well. So if you talk about clubs, they are still closed. And theaters are opened, but with very low capacities. But clubs are, I think, the last thing to be opened. We are hoping that maybe in September they will be open again. And the guys are doing what they can to survive and manage. So we are, I think things are moving. It feels like things are moving in the right direction. You see how close we sit to each other. That's also because there's a regulation that is just a couple of days old, that because we are a group of actors and dancers, we are allowed to like touch each other. So that's very exciting. We are very happy, not that we can touch each other, but that we can actually rehearse together and not worry about this 1.5 meter thing, which is kind of became our new reality here, and probably will stay that way outside of the working space. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know obviously there are some musicians who kind of depended on this club, you know, specifically for their income, right? So they're obviously really struggling. Now, of course, they have to adapt in some way. They can still use the space, and you see musicians on different social platforms adapting in different ways to try to generate some revenue. But yeah, I mean, the situation right now is people can't. I mean, you can't open your doors.
Can't even put anything that's remotely live.
Yeah.
So you can't even put like comedy, theatre, music, nothing. And they even went as far as saying you can't even put background music loud.
Because people will talk loud.
Exactly, they're saying that people do talk and become cheery. It will, you know, cause the virus to spread. So yeah.
Yeah. So just kind of waiting on advice, essentially.
So we're very lucky to be able to like participate, like gather everyone together in such a like a virtual theatre, and so many people work together. I would never imagine I would have this chance to join this.
And I have to put a special mention to the Music Venue Trust, who've helped support musicians, and particularly the venues, because the venues are there to support, provide a platform for these freelance musicians. And I couldn't have done it without the support from the Music Venue Trust, which is how you sort of found us. So it's all thanks to the team over there, and I can't be any more grateful than that. So yeah.
Guys, before we go to the next part of the show, we need to cut away from you for a second, because in the whole mess in the beginning, you cut the sound connection with us. So if you would start playing now, we won't hear it very well. So we came up with a little idea. We will go to a little video, and we will try to communicate with you in between and ask you and give you a chance to restore your sound connection. The one, you know, when we started talking, there was something going on. And apparently that's going to make it difficult for us to play a second part, which you were planning to play, right?
Yes. Sure, yeah, we have the Jay-Z or the JZ. Yeah. Either or, wherever you're from, guys. We have the Jay-Z replacement who are going to play a live set for the last 10 minutes. So yeah, we'll kick off with that when we fix the issues.
Cool, and if Beyonce wants to join, we wouldn't mind. So we are going to cut away from our film just in order to keep communicating with you until we fix the technical problem, and then from there we will get back to you. So we are back to the flashback. We are now starting to watch the flashbacks because we have 40 more minutes for this adventure together. So let's watch it.
Thanks for having us. It's been great to be here.
So we are continuing in this very beautiful flow, and our next guest is going to be introduced by Camilo.
And I love it.
But first, we have a surprise for you.
And then I think we put that work together in 4 weeks, didn't we?
I will look for Brazil. How about you introduce Camila?
Namaste.
Back. We are not yet there yet with the connection. We are still giving the guys in London time to solve the problem. And we were doing our little round of what was my favorite part of the 24-hour tour. We are asking Beast.
We are asking Beast at this moment.
But you know what? We'd like to do, I hope, because the guys are super busy now with this technical problem, but I'm still going to try. Ariane, yes. I'm going to unmute you. Remember how it goes? Because I just unmuted you because we are very curious to hear how you experienced the 24 hours together with Gaia. I think you were I know you were one of our most dedicated viewers, and I'm very curious how you experienced it. You must be also tired.
Oh no, I had 4 hours of sleep, so I'm not tired. It was really my pleasure. I thank you for the sudden prize I won. But like already you know, I don't want it because yeah, amazing. And I did some things that I didn't
Gaga class, yeah. That was really beautiful to watch, actually. And you know, this technique is not specifically made for dancers. There's a thing called Gaga people, and Ohad designed it especially for non-professionals. And was there a part that you liked? Is there like a moment that you enjoyed the most, a performance that you really remember? Batsheva. Narin's virus, yeah. You, yeah, you were planning to go to bed and then you saw that they were coming. You sent us a very honest message of, oh my God, it's an hour, I need to stay, but you managed. Okay. Arjan, thank you very much. And stay with us. Now you have to finish it with us until 10 o'clock. Oh no, 8 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock. Don't worry, guys. 8 o'clock. So, guys, anyone else? What was your favorite moment?
Maybe I just thought this is maybe a good moment to introduce Beast. I don't know if she can be on camera. Beast, do you want to say something? No, she was also here nearly all the time. No, back to the question, back to serious. Sorry, I'm really tired and giggly. I want to send all my love to my dear, sweet Hong Kong friends. I am so, so, so happy and proud that you could be, I don't know which camera to look at, that you were a part of this thing. Total, yes. It was my absolute pleasure to organize this stuff with you, and yeah, brought me goosebumps. Thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah, it was very moving performance. Adam?
I think it was just being together here and watching. I mean, I remember falling asleep to art and waking up to more art. And that was amazing. And that we all got to go around the world and see people I've never seen and see people that that I know, and that was really beautiful.
Cool. Who else?
Yes. I liked Stephen Sheik the most. I think it looked like he was attached to his instruments. It was just like another organ for him. And I found that amazing to watch, that he could just talk and then start, and there was no difference. I saw you sitting there like, is he finished or not? Or is he going? Because it was super transparent, and I really, really enjoyed that. Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, Fico, you need to come out of your hiding.
Come on in.
And no, I just want to say that I think the beauty of it, that everything came together. Hello. There's no space. Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the whole program. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Ronnie?
I also think it's a brilliant concept, and I really, really hope that we're going to keep on doing it next year. So that we...
Next week.
Yeah, I wanted to say tomorrow, but yeah, next year. So that it's not just once, but it's something we, keep on doing.
Yeah, holding hands with our fellow artists is a very unique and an incredibly privileged possibility.
But I think we need to extend to like other planets this time, right? We're done with countries and continents.
Global,
Let's go.
Yeah, global is further than the globe, right?
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic. Okay, so I guess our friends in London didn't manage to solve the problem. And do we have the film of Klama Safo, or is that also still in progress? Interesting. Okay. Well, we can sing a song all together.
We have another friend here with us, and that's little Lola.
We can introduce Lola.
Okay. You can see her.
She's there.
She's gonna make a little dance for you.
Yeah, we had 3 flashbacks.
Look at that.
Can we see other
yes.
flashbacks? Because we saw just the last one, and we know we have 2 more. we also would like to see some memories. Do you think you will manage that, Tom?
Oh my gosh! My name is Harold. That is me! And I am part of the night ensemble. Look very carefully. 3, 2, 1, and I want to let you know that on the 3rd of July, we are organizing a 24-hour international art carousel in our digital night theater. Dance, music, and theater performances from Hong Kong, New York, Los Angeles, Brazil, Australia, Russia, and more. So you go to the Night Hotel, www.nighthotel.com. So be there. This is an experience. Am I allowed to curse? It's gonna be amazing. Sweetie, this weather is killing me softly. Am I allowed to curse? It's gonna be amazing!
Thank you, Harold. That was very beautiful.
At our first concert after 3.5 months, big audience with you all together.
My interdisciplinary button is like vibrating whenever I'm thinking about this internet thing.
All those beautiful faces together and enjoying each other gives my heart a real lift.
Alors si tu es chez toi derrière ton écran, c'est le moment de te lever, de t'ambiancer. On est ensemble. Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh. Allez Virgil Abloh.
Put on your cameras, join Zoom in the theater, join us.
Yes.
And donate.
Let's go.
Virgil Abloh, Virgil Abloh.
Okay, so we are back in the studio while we are still solving all these problems. We want to take this little journey that we had with you and let you know where we've been in this crazy 24 hours, because we are approaching the end of it. So we started in Groningen, and then we moved on with with us, but also with the Noord-Nederlands Orkest, the Northern Dutch Orchestra. We also been to the Schaubühne in Berlin, and from there we moved to Rotterdam to see a project of what we do. Yeah, Angela is catching up. We went to Sao Paulo in Brazil and interviewed Carolina, who made Lobo. We, from there, continued to Poznan in Poland and watched a performance from the Polish Dance Theater. We've also been to Paris, where we visit Charles Kinney. And from there, we went to Athens to watch a beautiful performance in nature, very painful, beautifully in nature, with Danae and Dionysios. We went back to Groningen just to call with Falk Richter, that was in Munich, right? Falk was in Munich, and Yael Citron that was in Tel Aviv, and we had a very exciting talk with them about what was theater for them and what was digital theater. It was a very inspiring text and a very inspiring talk. From there, we went back to Berlin to watch a couple of films from the Schaubühne, super interesting, super exciting. And then we thought, okay, we've done enough of Europe. We went to Alabama in the States to watch a performance from Jermel Barnes, just to return back to Groningen and to watch this nice flashback we just watched now. From there, we went to Belgium. We went to a company in Belgium that's called the New Tide, but together with them, we went to Iceland, Greenland, even further. And we watched a very beautiful film about glaciers that are melting with beautiful music. Very sad. Was that? No, Antarctica was later. And then from there we went to Lithuania, where we met these super cool two girls called B&B Company that were doing a really cool act with music. And from Lithuania we went to San Diego, where we met Steven Schick, which was this crazy composer percussionist Bram was talking about. And from there, back to Sao Paulo in Brazil to watch another performance that was called Lobo. Back to Belgium to meet Bulo Mampaya, which was a very beautiful performance as well. To New York, where we met Kochabis, who performed in a club, and the sound was not so great, but we still liked it very much. From there, we went to Tehran in Iran. I've never been there. I was really happy to be there. And we watched a performance from the Virgul Film and Performing Arts Company. We went back to Sao Paulo. We were a lot in Brazil these 24 hours. And we watched a thing called The Walking Forest, which is a project from Cristiana Yatahi, a director working in Brazil. Just to return to Groningen, and from here, we didn't really come back to Groningen. We came to Groningen, but then we left right away to Casablanca. And from Casablanca, we moved to Tel Aviv to listen to two orchestras conducted by Tom Cohen, which was also, I have to admit, one of my highlights of these 24 hours. And then from there, we went to Brisbane in Australia, that I kept calling Melbourne because I was so tired because it was in the middle of the night, where we watched the unbelievable Australasian Dance Collective. And that was funny because that's a company that we've heard a lot about, but never had a chance to see live. So I'm happy to have met and connect with the beautiful people over there. After that, we went and watched Batsheva performing Nahrin's Virus. Performed, but that was recorded in Paris, so actually we were not really in Tel Aviv. And then we went to Mozambique, where we met Pak Najamena, which we were all completely blown away by, and then later asked to watch it again because we were so surprised from the beautiful work that we saw there. We continued to Croatia, to the Zadar Dance Company, where Angela is coming from, and hopefully she will find it very quick. And then from there, we went to the Swiss Alps to watch Rachel McNamee, who and someone else that I don't remember the name of, but it doesn't stay. Eva Marie, yeah, exactly. Thank you. We continued to California, to Earth, Moon, and Earth, which is was a very trippy 5 o'clock experience. We were all totally getting into it, and I met my future father of my godchild, musically, artistically. That was very nice. We went back to Los Angeles and had a great talk with Barack Marshall, who showed us his really super expressive and wonderful piece called 1972. But that piece was actually filmed in Tel Aviv, so he was in Los Angeles and in Tel Aviv at the same time. We continued back to a little morning rave at 8 o'clock in Groningen with DJ Yan Yan, which we'll have the pleasure to hear in a second as well. From there, we went super early in the morning to Tanz Mainz, in Mainz, Germany, and they did this crazy live performance for us super early in the morning. We are very grateful. I wonder if I would get you guys to go to the studio so early in the morning to perform for other people. Interesting. From there, we went to Finland to meet Tero Saarinen, and had a very interesting talk about visual performances and the landscape and how they affect the work of a maker. We went to New Zealand to see Squaresumsco, which were a lot of many different performances. We went back to Israel, to Tel Aviv, to get a Gaga movement class from Sar. We all sweated, and then after that I had to talk while I was like completely out of breath. It was kind of challenging. And then we continued to Hong Kong, and we watched the Hong Kong Ballet, which was a great company, super crazy, and still very innovative with ballet, very nice work. From there, we went back to Perth in Australia, where I reconnected with Paul Selwyn Norton, that I haven't met for a very long time, but also met Maxime Doyle from Punch Drunk, which made a beautiful project together in Perth, and that was very interesting to discover as well. We came back to Groningen, and then from here we went to Utrecht to watch the wonderful performance of Emmanuel from het Nationaal Theater, who made a beautiful monologue, and that we were all watching and enjoying the fact that one man on stage, even on camera, can be a very exciting event anyway. And then now I lost where we were. And then from there we went to Melbourne in Australia. This time we did go to Melbourne, where we saw Speak Percussion, who made Antarctica sounds and scapes and yes, and all this. Yeah, that was very nice. It was a very quick reaction, I'm impressed. And then from there we went to Brazil, where we took a class with Camila Ribeiro. It was a yoga class, it was very nice. We lost the connection for a moment, but then we recovered. And then from there, we went to Ramallah and watched a wonderful concert from Ens Ojam. We were very happy to meet them, and maybe in other circumstances we would have a harder time meeting. But thank you, Internet, for connecting us with other people that governments don't let us meet. And from there, we went back to Hong Kong, and something very unusual happened there. We watched a super well-prepared, invested, unbelievably honest and very, very touching performance of the Hong Kong independent artist scene. And I don't think I want to say more than that we were moved and touched and shaken and very grateful to have had this experience. We came back to Holland to watch Project Wilderman, and watched AR and also Jesus, that I didn't also see for a long time. And after that was finished, we went to San Francisco to watch Lines Ballet, BFA, class of 2020, which was where Adam is coming from. So we love them because they brought us Adam. So Adam was coming from there, and he talked to people, and they all became different people. That was very nice to watch. We went to France from there to listen to 2 beautiful live songs and 1 beautiful recorded song from Lena Hamanian, which was a very, very beautiful Syrian singer, is a very, very beautiful Syrian singer that shared her talent with us. We went from there to Mumbai in India to take a class together with the Navdhara Indian Dance Theater. It was a very slow and very meditative class, and I'm sure that if you manage to get in the zone, you could really flow away into like new, what do you call it, heights. From there, we went to Puerto Morales in Mexico, where we met Maria Elena Anaya. We had to rush there because we were a little bit late in time, and Maria made a beautiful performance, a flamenco performance in Mexico, singing about Spain. That was interesting. And then from there, we went back to the Schaubühne to watch another film that we wanted to watch, Loved Lockdown, just to return back to New York to watch La Mama and Culture Hub, all these beautiful shorter performances that they curate and facilitate, and were very nice to see their approach towards digital theater. It's a little bit different than ours, but still very wonderful. And from there, we went back to London to the Mushroom and the Toulouse-Lautrec Jazz Club, and we were trying to... And they're there, can we listen to them? Yes. And let's listen to them.
Let's listen.
Ready? Jan?
No, they got stuck.
Back to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, London, for your beautiful concert in the Toulouse-Lautrec Music Club. And we are really ready. It's now 1:45. And there's just one more thing we really want to say, and that is that if you didn't donate yet, please donate. And we want to say one more thing. If you're on the site, please join us on Zoom for the last 15 minutes. And if you are on Zoom, please put on your cameras, because we decided we want to spend the last 15 minutes partying, because that's the thing we do best. So we are just going to do that, hopefully together with you. And we are going on a summer holiday. So the night hotel will not be broadcasting in the next couple of months. And then once that is all finished and arranged, the summer is coming, we come with a new program. We'll let you know about it. You can find out about our activities on the www.night.nl or nt.nl or clubguynronnie.nl. Just Google and you'll find us, and we are very happy to give you all the information. So I think it's time for some music and for some fun and for a countdown for these 24 hours. So party with us! Yeah! Yeah. So, very unelegantly, Igor, which is known for being unelegant, unplugged something. So we are plugging it back. I hope. There you go.
the night, oh yeah, the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life, oh yeah, the rhythm of my life.
Motherfuckers! So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our incredible technical crew. No, they don't hear me. Never mind. Later, dance.
I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now. I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance. I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club just to party. I'm there, I get paid a fee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch working as hard as me? I don't bother with these hoes. Don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say goals. Bitch, I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill in some babe. I might just chill with your boo. I might just spill on your babe. My pussy feel like a lake. He wanna swim with his face. I'm like, okay. I let him get what he want. He buy me East Saint Laurent in the new whip. When I go fast as a horse, I got the trunk in the front. I'm the hottest in the street. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me. They baby father run a bill. Say little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. If you a pussy, you get popped. You a goofy, you a op. Don't you come around my way. You can't hang around my block. And I just check my account, turns out I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I put my hand above my hip. I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go. This shit is hot like a stove. My pussy glitter is gold. Tell that little bitch play her role. I just a rope and no rolls. I just came up in a rave. I need to fill up the tank. No, I need to fill up the safe. I need to let all these hoes know they none of they niggas is safe. I go to dinner and steak. Only the real can relate. I used to live in the peace. Now it's a crib with a gate. Rolly got charms, the life frosted flakes. These is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, fuck with you. I'm a boss, fuck with you, fuck with you, fuck with you, fuck with you, fuck with, fuck with, fuck with, fuck with.
So, wait. No, before we continue, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our crazy technical crew who kept us in the air for 20 motherfucking 4 hours. I want to thank our production team that took care of us like we were babies and helped us go through this. I want to thank Martin and Hali for building this amazing platform for us to perform and create and stay awake in these times of Corona. And most of all, guys, and our fucking marketing team that made sure that people came and watched. Thanks a lot. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for staying awake and having fun and partying and being amazing and helping and programming and doing all that shit. So thank you, and now party!
I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try, take a chance on me. That's all I ask of you, honey. Take a chance on me. We can go dancing, we can go walking, as long as we're together. Listen to some music, maybe just talking. We get to know you better. 'Cause you know I've got so much that I wanna do. When I dream I'm alone with you, it's magic. You want me to leave it there, afraid of a love affair, but I think you know that I can't let go. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try.
Inspirational time.
Enter in the dance, plug it in and we begin. Crowd up in the center, they watch for the rhythm. Watch the way we drop it in a mix time. Rise and amplifying when we come in with the swing. Just following the pattern naturally.